Morning everybody, Joanna here again. So today I'm going to make a strapless twisted maxi dress. So you're going to enjoy this one. It's really quick and easy. So I have a yard and a half of fabric here, 60 inches wide. It's a kind of knit. So, and this one is only stretch on one side, okay? So it's stretching this way. So I folded it over. Yeah, so this is your 16, so you have 30 inches here. And then I cut along the middle of it, so I have two pieces of fabric. Okay, so what you do for measurement, you're measuring from right above your breast there, so wherever you want it to fall. So directly under my breast will be like 11 inches. So this 11 inches, I'm going to take it and measure and make a band right here. Okay, so don't unfold the fabric. So you're making it right here and you're folding it along. So you measure another 11 inches here and you fold it. Okay, and then you cut this out. Okay, so we cut off this part. So this is two pieces of fabric here by 30 inches wide. Now if you're a little bigger, you'll have to use more fabric to get the length that you want for the band in front. And this part you just take like a maxi dress that you already have. This is one that I already have. And what you do, you fold right under the armhole. And then you make a fold like this. So this is going to become your outline for your dress. So this is another step. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just folding my panels in half. I'm laying it down. Make sure everything is nice and even. Okay. So you could choose which piece you want for the back, which piece you want for the front. The back is going to be slightly different from the front, okay? So I'm going to lay my dress, the outline that I want. I'm going to lay this here. Now it depends on how much stretch the dress have. You could either cut, direct, or you could cut smaller or a little bigger. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out a little bigger, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to cut both of them out the same way, and then I'm going to come back and show you how I'm slightly shaping the front a little different from the back. So I'm going to give myself a little more seam allowance. So if this is the front, if this is going to be the front, so the front is going to be a little smaller than the back, and I'll show you why when I'm finished. Okay, so I'm going to cut this. The back I'm going to cut, so if this is like 1 inch bigger than my pattern, I'm going to cut my back at least 3 inches bigger than my pattern from the top. But then I'm going to come in back to 1 inch just from the top, because I'm going to put a nice elastic to keep it in place because it's a strapless. So let me cut this out and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I cut out my front to the shape that of my dress. I cut out my back a little bigger than the front. So I'm going to deal with the back last. So let's put that one side. Okay. At my panels now, I'm going to create my twist front. So what I want you to do, I want you to fold this right sides together and you're going to make a stitch. This is your stretchy side. So what you're going to do, you're going to make a stitch. You're going to make a stitch and leave probably a 1-inch opening. Okay, so as you can see, this is how it has to be. Okay, then you take this piece, make sure it's on the right side, make sure it's folded together like this because you need it to fit through, and you push it. Through. Okay, make sure it's even. Okay, and make sure you don't see any wrong side of your fabric. Okay, so if you notice now, make sure it's level, it's even, make sure it's even, Stephen. Pull it through until you have it even. So as you have it even now, and you know it's well put together, make sure both sides are the same side that you're gonna get. Even if you fold it this way, it's gonna be the same. So now as you have it here, you're going to flip this over and you're going to make a stitch and enclose your twist. So it's going to make perfect twisted top. End of this. You're gonna go as close up as possible, and if you find the hole is still, you could still see through it, you take your needle and thread and you close that gap. So you're coming as close to the gap as you could possibly go, and this is what you're gonna have. Okay, probably I need to stitch this, just didn't catch. Some fabrics are really hard to catch at times, so what you could do, you could lay paper above and below, or you use your smallest stitch. So let me get this, let's make sure all my seams are in place, and I'll be back to show you how to attach this to the front of your dress. Okay, so I have my dress. This is the front of the dress, and as you can see, what I did, I make a little peak right in the front of the dress, because here is where I'm gonna add this onto the twisted top. So what you do, you look to create a seal. So although it's twisted, make sure you put a pin. But where you're going to put the pin, you're going to ensure that you can't see your skin under it. So now you're going to work from the end of where the front of your dress is. Now you may notice you'll have a lot of room on the edge of this. That's no problem. We're going to sort that out. Okay? It's better it's bigger than it's too small. So stitch this. I mean, it may not be the easiest dress. It may not be. Quickest one I've made, but I really wanted to show you this dress. You could actually do this with a different color on top. Maybe a black, maybe teal, you know, maybe lace. You could do this with non-stretch. You just put in a zipper in the back. It doesn't have to be long. You could make it into a short dress. Okay, so this is the magic. You're almost finished with the front of your dress. And you take your pin out. Oh my God, how does this look? They're almost done. Okay, so remember we have, this may be looking really too large for, looks too large, might be looking too large for your bust. What you do, you don't waste anything. We get some elastic. So okay, let me finish with this part, and then I'll work on the back, and then we'll bring all together. I don't want to bring all together before time, so let me do the back, and then we're gonna bring this dress together. Okay, so what I did, I'm gonna start from the bottom of the dress. I took the back piece and I placed it right sides together in the back of the dress. And the front of the dress, we're going to start from the bottom of the dress now, because we have a little bit of work to do to put it together, to attach. Okay, so I'm going to stitch this side straight up to the top. Stitch the other side straight up to the top. Okay, so what I did was I scaled down the size of the twisted top to the size of the front of my dress. So all it's one size now. And now you just want to scale down this part. It's going to be like a bra cup on the dress to suit your breast size. So you basically just measure. So I'm going to use 10 as my measurement. Remember, we started off at 10, but because we double the size and we wanted the twist to be bulky, now we have 20 in length. So we're going to take this in. Okay. So 5. Very good. So I'm going to take off. So you can take off how much you want. Okay, it's totally up to you. How much you want is how much you're gonna scale in. I'm gonna scale in like 5 inches. You could scale in now how much you need. So now you're going to follow this line where I cut here, but if you want it to full, okay. So what you do one side, you're basically gonna do on the other side, and I'll be back. Okay, so what I did, I stitched it back and the front together, but I left in the back this opening here about 10 inches open, because we have to attach this 10 inches and this 10 inches, which is going to be easy. But what we're going to do first is create a casing for my 1-inch elastic. So I'm going to fold down and make a stitch in here right along the back, and when I'm finished doing that, I'm going to fold like 1 inch over and run my elastic through. But I'll show you before I run my elastic through. I have to run the elastic through and pinch this. You'll see. Let me run a casing here first. Okay. Okay. So I reach a place where I have my casing. So to decide how much elastic I need, what I'm gonna do is measure the length of the front of my twister, because you don't want your dress falling off. That's why I want to run a little piece of elastic. So it's like 23. Okay. So in order to get that 23 on your elastic, you're not gonna measure 23. You're gonna put your elastic and you're gonna pull it till it reaches 23 on your inch tape, because you want your elastic to hold your dress up so that it doesn't fall. So that's why you get a lot of, what I did, I took a safety pin and I pinned it, and now I'm gonna just slide it through. Okay, to the end. It's gonna go quick. I want this to go, okay, and when it reaches the end right here, I want it here. Alright, don't pull it right through. You put a tuck in stitch so that the elastic doesn't move anymore. Make sure it's secure enough. You won't see it through the, yes. Okay. And even as you pull out your elastic from here, you do another stitch and you secure the elastic in place. I mean, coming down to the last part, it takes a lot of love, but I just wanted to show you this dress so badly. Okay. Sorry. Right. So this is your back. So clearly it's going to stretch a whole lot. Trim your thread. And now, I'm going to take 1 inch and fold it down. And you're going to make a stitch here. Notice all here is still open. We're going to fix that in a moment. Okay, so you do this on both sides. And I'll be back. Clearly, if you look, the opening where your twist front is, it's bigger than the back. And I did that for a reason. So I'm going to measure this elastic, don't pull it, for the size of the back here, where I left, whether it's 10 inches or 9 inches now. And I'm going to cut this elastic here. I'm going to do 2 pieces. Okay, so it's even. What you're going to do, when you stitch this together now, you're going to take your elastic and you're going to tuck a stitch in it. I really wish you could just take your time and make this right. Don't let it haunt you. Okay, so you're going to pull all the way till you reach to this, the bottom opening here. So what it's going to do, it's actually going to take you like pulling your elastic really, really tight. So you're going to give your elastic the entire stretch of it. And this is going to work right back up to your measurements. You're going to see it in a while. My machine is you're going to see it's going to work right back up. Pull the entire length. Because the elastics is almost double. When you pull it, it's double the length of the tension. So if it's not pulled, it's going to be one length. But when it's pulled, it's going to be double the original length that you have. Just make sure that you don't stitch top your dress. You don't want that stitch in there. But you want to go all the way. Okay, I'm doing all this to show you for a reason. So now that your dress is, the elastic is in, you see everything had pulled to the size of this span here. So now you come again and you stitch both sides now together. And you know, of course, what you do on this side, you're going to do to the other side. And we're almost done. Once we're finished with this part, it's just to do your hemming. And we're finished. If you want to put straps, you could go ahead and put some straps on there. It's going to be fine. Really. I really, really pray that you try making this. Don't get intimidated with anything sewing. If you think you're going to make a mistake on your nice fabric, why not use curtains? Old curtains, old sheets. So this is one side of it. So clearly your twist up, your twist dress is almost finished. So let me do the other side. I'll come back all glammed up. What you do, because this have a little play here that you may not like, you just do another tuck-in stitch right here, right where this is. So you just tuck this here Okay. You neaten up all your thread work. I'm going to do the other side, and when I'm come back, and I'm going to be all done and all glammed up.